Hi guys, what's up? My name is Phobos, and today we're going to be going over some basic things: how to create a Repl account, how to create a bot, how to import Discord libraries, and basic CTX codes. You say something, bot says something back to you. So let's just begin to hop right into it. So, okay, first off, we're going to go to Repl.it. I'm already in it. Yeah. Okay, you're gonna see the screen. I like to use Replit because it's good for desktop and mobile. So I can like be somewhere on Discord, hop on my phone, change a code if there's something wrong, and then I'm good to go. It's also pretty nice to just read, and once you get the hang of it, it's very preferable, I think, to most like desktop coding stuff because I find this confusing. So if you don't have an account, you're gonna want to sign up. And when you Google, GitHub, or Facebook, go ahead and like do that. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna sign up because I already have several accounts, um, and it's just gonna mess up a lot of what I'm trying to do here. So we're gonna go home real quick. The thing about Replit is that it's what I'm trying to say. Okay, yes, it's public. So if someone gets your Replit, they can go into your account and just they can see all the work, and they can't edit it for you, but they can edit it and then it'll become theirs and come to their account. Like you can come into mine if you want. Check out all these I made and go ahead and use them for yourself. You can figure out how to work them. A lot of these you're not going to be able to know how to work because I use .env files, which hides bot tokens. We'll get into that in a little bit. Okay, another thing we want to hit up is Discord Developer Portal. Yes, I know I have offensive bots or whatever. Basically, we're not going to worry about any of these mostly. We're only going to want that one, test 22, or test 5, whichever one I'm using. I forget. Um, we're gonna like hop out there. We don't need to look at my DMs there. And where's the spot? Where's the spot? Where's the spot? Where's the spot? This is something about one of my friends. There it is. I think it's that one. Yeah, no. No, it's not that one. I'm having a dead moment. Okay. Literally dead. So you can already see my bots in the server. We're just working on basic bots. A lot of people I know are getting excited because they're like, "Oh, you're gonna show us how to make nukes right away, or self bots, or you can tell us how to hack people right away." No, you're not gonna get that right away because that's just advanced stuff you're not gonna be able to follow along with. Plus, the journey is learning, and it sounds really cheesy, but I mean, come on. At the end of the day, if you watch this and you code your own bots, what are you gonna complain about? Exactly. So right now, we're gonna go back into my tabs here. And you're on a new application. It should pull up a screen kind of like this. You're going to name it, choose an icon if you want. None of these are really useful. I think they're useful more for JavaScript or like earlier versions of Python. To clarify that, those are coding languages. Python is a language that I prefer to use. It's very easy to read and it is good for beginners and experts alike. Okay, so OAuth 2, this is all the funky little stuff that you get into, and like your invite links, that's called an OAuth 2 check, when you have to clarify that you're not a bot and do that CAPTCHA that everybody hates. That thing you hate to do where you have to select all the squares with Vietnamese soldiers, whatever. Yeah, that. You click your individual permissions here, but I prefer just to administrator because it's a very broad permission. It gives all the perms at once. However, be very careful with this. People are going to be suspicious of your bots if they have admin for very good reasons. Um, if you want to do something legal and you don't want people to be suspicious, what you could also do is manage server, manage roles, and manage channels. That would also work. And manage webhooks. Just saying. Just saying. Okay, but basically we're doing our basic bots. We're going to get into self-botting, nuke bots, and user tokens and stuff like that later on. Do not tell Discord I do this. This is very illegal by Discord standards. Stuff and could get my account terminated, could get your account terminated if you go that. For now, you can watch my first few videos, but then once we go past that, that's when you want to be careful about what you do and who you show it to. Got it. Good. Okay. So this is your invite link. When your bot's done, copy it, pop into your browser, and you can invite your bot from there. I already made the bot, but if you're gonna want to create a bot, there's gonna be a confirmation. Click that. Once you make a bot, you cannot delete it, which is why I have those offensive bots in there. This is your bot token. Be very careful with who you give this to, and if you put it on your replo, be careful with who you give your replo to until we go over to how to make env files. If someone gets your bot token and pastes into their script, they can wreak havoc on your account. Okay, like they can, not your account exactly, but like your bot's account. They can put in their script and just completely hijack it and make it whatever they want it to be. What's my battery at? Ooh, thanks. Okay. So we're gonna copy that for later on and now go into the actual fun part, which is coding. When you're making a new repla, we'll do it just for the hell of it. Choose Python, that's our language we're using. Let's call this Python, just as. And I'll pop up for this. Your first rep is gonna be in light theme. I hate light theme, so if you want to change it, go into your settings and make it dark. You're welcome, all you night owls and people who are watching this. Now you're in your main py file. What I was saying about libraries earlier, you have a script, you have a bot. What you want to do is you want to import, you want to bring in info to say this is what this script is for. So what's it for? It's for this. Oh, wow. I wasn't. You can't exactly just do import Snapchat and it'll work. It has to be stuff that actually exists, just in case somebody's tried doing something like that. I think it might possibly be Google Teams, so I'll do some research into that, as Google Teams uses tokens the same way. So, and a bot command, I'm telling you this now because we have to import commands. Let's import commands now. Underscore.txt, which is the extension of Discord that handles commands. Basically, you do like exclamation point help, the bot does something back to you, and that's a bot command. The only time I can actually see not needing import commands is if your bot will do something like simply upon someone deleting something or saying something. Those called bot events, so they don't require prefixes. That's the only times I can actually see that happening. Moving on. Now what you're going to do is you're going to define the term bot in your script. So in this case, bot will equal, when you're defining bot, you're also defining your command prefix, which is exclamation point, question mark. It can be whatever you want it to be. One or whatever. This is where importing commands comes in very handy because now you can do this. Hit the capital B or else it'll say it's not calling and do some weird stuff. Let my dog next to me. Now define your command prefix. Command underline prefix equals, these quotation marks, you can realistically put anything. You can put like you can put that and it'll still work as long as you put it in front of your bot. This example, we're just going to use exclamation point. So yeah. And now basically we're going to want something to project in here. This is our console. Basically, it's just going to be the readout of what happens to your bot. It'll tell you there's any errors, what the error is about. So yeah. Okay. So first off, we're going to want to do our first bot event, which will be on start. Basically saying when you run the script, this is what it'll do. So we're going to do that symbol is always important. Dot that separates into telling that's event or command. The bot status is defined event and command. Event is all stuff without prefix, like I said before, and command is stuff with prefix. So in this case, we're going to do bot event. We're going to do async def. Async def defines, think of def as defined. this, just think like that, just shorter. Async def just defines what happens if what it's doing. Like when this happens, when this is said, this is what's going to happen next. It's like the best way I can describe it. So we're going to do async def on start. It's basically saying on the event of the script starting, it'll do what we're going to tell it to do. And what we're going to really tell it to do in this case is print. Print is basically just going to pop something into the console over here and say something. It'll say whatever you want it to. In this case, we're just going to make it say is online. Now, all reality, you could start your script now, but it'll just stop the script as soon as you start it and it imports everything because there's not anything to connect this script to. At the moment, it's not connected to your bot. Your bot is individual and your script is individual. So until you connect those two, they don't do anything. First time you start it up, you're going to have all this weird stuff. Just don't worry about it. It's normal. It'll do that too. It'll just add those. You don't really want to mess those ever. I do not advise it unless you like really know what you're doing when you do it, which I don't even know what I'm doing with it. So yeah, see, it imported your stuff and then it went back offline. Normal. Don't freak out. In this case, though, we're just gonna get your token in there already. So we're going to define token. Token equals. Do that. Put the parentheses and then quotation marks, and paste your token in there. Now that your token's defined, it needs something to know what to do with that token. And what are we going to do with token? We're going to run the bot with it. So bot.run token. Now, when you run your script, come on, I need to do it. Why does it do this to me? Seriously, why? Your bot is online, so I don't know why it's choosing to be really stubborn and not say anything right now. It could just be an error with the console or whatever. Glitching happens sometimes. So I can like refresh the page. As you saw, your bot was indeed online. So that's not really an issue on my end, or an issue on the script's end. Every time you refresh your page, it's going to reinstall everything. It's just how it works. Your bot is not hosted yet, meaning it doesn't run 24/7. We're going to get into hosting on the next video. And I know this is pretty complicated. I'm trying to explain it the best I can. But yeah, it just, okay, buddy. I'm trying to be print. This is really starting to take me off. It still won't do it. Sheesh. Okay, whatever. Let's leave it alone. It's turn on your bot. It's fine. It works for me most of the time. So your bot is online though. So yeah, it's a plus. Now we're going to do your first command. So we're going at bot.command. Okay. Alright. Let's see if we get closer. Now the bot command, you're going to want to open and close parentheses. I don't understand. I can't really explain it to you. Just commands need that. Events do not. Okay. Now we're going to do async defining again. And what is your command going to be? That's what you really want to know. We're just going to do async def, async test. Now, when you do this, this is basically saying, right here, it says you type in the word test. I'm going to say CTX. CTX, I'm pretty sure it's short for context. That's what I like to describe it as. Just basically text in. Make sure to, again, always that semicolon, I'm pretty sure it's called. Yeah. Now, you're going to want an await function at the end, which basically is telling the bot that this needs to happen next. You do await CTX send. And it's going to send a text back saying, okay. You can customize this. You can customize any of these things with quotation marks token, don't mess that with your own token. So yeah, so we're going to wait. Anytime you can edit, stop and rerun your script. I don't, just for obvious reasons. I seriously wonder why it's doing. Oh, it's because it's on start, not on connect. Good on connect. Let's see what it says. There it is. I was being dumb. It's an on connect. On ready is something completely different. Now be really careful that you can use on connect or you can use on start, I believe. On connect is whenever the bot connects to the token. On start is just when the script starts if it doesn't need to at all. Yeah, that's my bad entirely. I was stupid. But there you go. Bots online. It's your first print. So now we have this all defined, and we're going to go into Discord, and we're going to go ahead and say test. And your bot has now sent something back to you. It's pretty nice, and you can now do whatever you want with that. Literally, you can, as long as you have the async def and you have your CTX send, you can make it say anything you want back to you. If you wanted to delete your message, you just did. That's easy. Only CTX message underline delete. You should do that at the end. Start your script, rerun it. Go back in here, and now we can say test and here's a good example of what the console is used for. I did something wrong at some point here. CTX message delete. This is, you kind of just poke around a little bit if you don't get it right the first time. Yes, I have better Discord, so it shows deleted messages. So it deleted my message there and then something back. That's all I'm really gonna get into for this video. I think I've filled your brains with enough information the last little bit. So just mess around a little bit, and I will see you in the next video. Remember, just what we went over today, all those. So yep, bye.